On Diplomatic Channel this week, President Muhammadu Buhari has made that all-important meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House. Looking from the outside in, it appears the meeting went as planned and included some notable mentions in relations between both countries. What lies ahead in the future of Nigeria-U.S. relations? Dr. Ologbenla of the Political Science Department at the University of Lagos joins us to discuss this. Then, President Trump prepares for his historical meeting with North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un. The outline is ready and hopes are up that this meeting will produce desired results. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Diplomatic Channel. I am Amarachi Ubani. U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed the sale of 12 A-29 fighter aircraft to Nigeria for over $400 billion for the fight against insurgent group Boko Haram. He did not say outrightly he would help Nigeria in the fight against corruption, but commended President Buhari's efforts. Here's a review of the meeting. President Muhammadu Buhari arrived at the White House on Monday afternoon to a warm handshake by President Donald Trump.
The security, the issue, we are very grateful to the United States for agreeing to give us the aircraft we asked for, the spare parts. We are even more grateful for the physical presence of the United States military sufficient.
We've had very serious problems with Christians who have been murdered, killed in Nigeria. We're going to be working on that problem.
During the press briefing later on the Rose Garden, President Trump confirmed the U.S. will send 12 A-29 warplanes to Nigeria in 2020 to fight the Boko Haram insurgency.
These new aircraft will improve Nigeria's ability to target terrorists and protect civilians. Finally, we're deeply concerned by religious violence in Nigeria, including the burning of churches and the killing and persecution of Christians.
President Buhari congratulated President Trump for the success of the meeting between North and South Korea's leaders, as well as the apparent decimation of ISIS. He then went on to highlight some key issues.
The government is taking necessary steps to promote the peaceful coexistence of herdsmen and farmers by focusing on boosting security and enforcing legislation that will guarantee borders and farmers access to land. I extend sincere congratulations to President Trump and his government on the impressive performance of the United States economy under his watch.
When asked whether the U.S. will return stolen monies, President Trump acknowledged President Buhari's efforts at tackling corruption and promised to do everything to support President Buhari in this regard.
In terms of corruption, Nigeria has a reputation, as you understand very well, for very massive corruption. I also know that the president has been able to cut that down very substantially. We talked about it. He is working on it, and they have made a lot of progress, and I think they will continue to make a lot of progress.
Both leaders emphasized the strong partnerships and pledged to prioritize relations between both countries. There have been a number of reviews on the meeting between President Muhammadu Buhari and President Donald Trump in Washington. Some say Nigeria should be wary of the U.S. president's harping on the attack on churches, as this may result in more religious violence in Nigeria, while others say the meeting was akin to neo-colonization. Dr. Ologbenla of the Department of Political Science at the University of Lagos tells us what he thought of the meeting and how it could impact on the future of Nigeria-U.S. relations.
The meeting that took place was very, very, I would say, important and necessary for Nigeria as well as USA, because Donald Trump has been receiving various head of states, and we are happy, as a country, that he welcomed our president to the White House. And the meeting went well, but there are issues that our president should have, I would say, take advantage of. I mean, to mention one or two. One, the investment of the USA in Nigeria has been dwindling, you know. Then they used to buy a lot of oil from us. These have also dwindled. We, in return, have not been able to really export much to the United States. What we export is oil, generally crude oil, and gas, and then some other agri products. But the USA have a lot of investment in the oil sector in Nigeria. And from this oil sector, they are making a lot of money. And because of this, America is always want us to be close ally to the United States.
Now, these issues that you've mentioned, the president didn't mention them exactly.
Yes, he did not.
He didn't quite address them, but those questions were asked during the press briefing.
Yes.
Do you think that he dealt either
No,
him
he
or
did not
President
adequately
Trump?
dealt with them, because the issue of FDI, that's a foreign direct investment, is a front burner for any country now. Because if you have direct foreign investment, then you can upgrade a lot of things within the country. We benefit a lot from foreign direct investment. But if you don't push for it, it doesn't just come like that, because different countries are also asking for the same foreign direct investment in their economy. We should have been much more, I would say, strategic in going for that White House meeting in America. We should have been much more strategic. What do we want to gain from this meeting with Trump? And what are the likelihood of gaining what we want to gain?